So the Red Rebel is not only one of the most important melee weapons, but it allows you to open a few different extracts. It's also quite hard to get your hands on, so today we're going to be breaking down how to get it and also how to use it. The main reason to own a Red Rebel up here at Cliff Descent on reserve is so that you can use the Cliff Descent extract. As you can see here, we are up near the dome and we're going to be heading back towards the back fence behind the massive dome building. Once you run towards here, you're going to be seeing a tree, and next to the fence is the extract itself. You're going to be noticing I'm unable to extract because I'm in body armor. Simply by taking off body armor, it allows you to extract if you have a paracord within your gamma. However, the truth is you don't need to not wear armor. You can actually use any of the armored rigs within the game. Anything that takes up the tactical rig slot but does not occupy the body armor slot. These are great for reserve and also allow you to carry a lot of things and allow you to use this extract, and is part of the reason that Red Rebel is so expensive. Second, we're here on Woods, working our way away from the main logging camp down towards the Cliff Descent extract near the mountain stash. If you guys don't know where we are, just above me on my left here, up on top of that rock is where the sniper scav on Woods likes to hang out and shoot down on you. If you head past the rock here between Spine and also this little fuel cache that you need to mark at one point for a Ragman task, you'll be heading towards the next Cliff Descent. Now I know it sounds a bit stupid because it says Cliff Descent, but you're actually going upwards, so it isn't an ascent, but it's Tarkov. Regardless, once you're behind these barrels here, you can start extracting. So that's how you use Red Rebel, but how do you get it? Well, we're still here on Woods. You're going to be noticing I'm killing these guys here called the Svet Loser Brothers. Oh, that's what I call them. And these are actually Sturman's goons. And after I kill these two guys, I'm obviously going to kill the guy wearing the hoodie himself. Now, Sturman can be noticed here. He usually likes to hide around different parts around the lumber mill. But after you've killed him and you run over, you make sure to check his scabbard. That is where his melee weapon would be, and he actually has a good chance to spawn the Red Rebel Icepick. However, it's not always there, and if not, he always has the key within his pockets, which we'll talk about in a second soon. So you can notice here I killed Sturm and I got super lucky and found the Red Rebel on his scabbard. However, I tried to put it within my kappa, but you're not actually allowed to put melee weapons within the kappa, but you can if you have a gamma container. So as you take the Red Rebel, you're going to be noticing it has the Found and Raid tick, but that key that I was talking about also gives you another rare chance. And with this key comes a one-time use to open this box located within the lumber mill. After you unlock the box, there's a few good items, which I've made another video describing this box and talking about it more in depth. But there's actually a rare chance to get the Red Rebel from this box. However, the key is about 250 to 260,000 rubles. So this is a gambling thing that you do for another chance at the Red Rebel. They also spawn within these large green 5x5 crates, as you can see on the wiki, and they have a super rare chance to spawn. They can also spawn between these 6x3 weapon boxes and also the smaller 4x4s. I've actually seen them spawn in the 6x6, but the best way to get your hands on the Red Rebel and the most reliable is to get Jaeger level 3 and trade 15 propane tanks, 10 fuel conditioners, and 15 dry fuel. You can do this at Jaeger level 3 and is honestly the best way to do this. So let's talk about some of the ways that you can get your hands on the items that you need to do this trade. To do everything here today, we're going to be heading towards Interchange. And we're going specifically to the green store here called Ollie. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go past every single shelf and walk you through them all. But all the shelves along the front and also anywhere located within the store and pretty much every spare gap has a chance to spawn either a propane tank or dry fuel, which you both need, obviously, that we talked about just before. There's also a lot of other valuable items to be found throughout these shelves, whether it be corrugated hose, whether it be car batteries, and many other things like keck tape and nails and screws, things that you need for your hideout anyway. But understand this area is incredibly hot and a lot of people come through this area looking for loot. But if you do come through here, keep an eye out for propane tanks, as they are worth a small fortune on the flea market. They can be found in any of the industrial areas across the Interchange, regardless, not just Ollie. So we're here at the back area where you'd usually check, and I'm checking these little gaps between all these boxes here for some small things like dry fuel laying on the ground. And you can see I found a car battery, another reason that this store is amazing. But any of these industrial areas have a really good chance to spawn good things, and including a few other extra money items like light bulbs for the hideout and many different things like nails. So when you're in this area, check for your things for your RR, and you can actually continue to run these on your scav and build up enough of these items that you don't need to actually pay out the ass when it comes down to the Red Rebel. So let's move away from Ollie into the next store here, and this is the connector store, sort of like the admin wing on Shoreline, and this is Goshen or Goshen. And we're going to be going through here and checking all of the shelves and any of the gaps between the box here, and once again we're met with some incredible spawns along these shelves. Not only can you find a lot of valuable items like pliers, but you can also find propane tanks sitting here and many other different things that you need for both trading in for tool sets for many other tasks or doing your gunsmith task. You can also find metal cutting scissors, which I found here, which is an incredible item for mag case trades and really good money and different little barter items along the way. Make sure to check all of these shelvings along the back of Goshen and any of the gaps in between the boxes, as you can find some really cool things here. As you see, I found a light bulb, but also fuel as well. So if you're trying to get a bit of fuel to power your hideout, this isn't a bad area, and there's a few weapon crates located around the place as well. But make sure you check duffel bags. Once again, guys, duffel bags have honestly been one of the hands down best ways for me to get my hands on both fuel conditioner, whether it be for the task for Peacekeeper or simply just because I wanted to hand them in. You can obviously find a lot of good things like dry fuel, and you can actually get really lucky and find propane tanks within duffel bags as well. So if you find any duffel bags, make sure to search them. And as always, guys, make sure you check all of these shelves all the way out towards the idea side. And for the sake of time, we're not going to run you through the back of idea, but if you're still chasing down fuel conditioner, there are many different spawns around the map where you can actually find static spawns for fuel conditioner next to generators located across Interchange. There's also another one at the front entrance towards the Goshen or the burning mall that we were just in here, and you can find it next to this barrel on the pallet board. If we go up to one of the famous tech stores on Interchange called Techlight, if you push around to the generator, just on the shelf behind the generator is another fuel conditioner spawn. Now you might know about these or you may not, but these are called hidden caches, or some call them caches. But these are some of the most important valuable resources in Escape from Tarkov. They can spawn pretty much every single item known to man. You can find any item that you could ever need within these hidden Jaeger stashes. But the thing is, there's a lot of them on the way out to the railway exfil, and Interchange has heaps of them. So do all the other maps. So if you go out of your way and go through the wiki and look up a few additional guides and work your way around all the cache locations and remember them, you can actually find a lot of really awesome things within these, and especially things that you need for the RR like I was mentioning earlier. When it came down to push to shove and I really needed this Red Rebel trade, I would actually go ahead and confidently tell you guys that about 80% of the fuel conditioners and dry fuel that I handed in for that trade, I had found within these hidden barrels all around the area. So make sure when you guys are either extracting, doing a scav run, to just put in that extra bit of research and learn where all of these spawn, because you can find anything that you need for tasks, whether it be pressure gauges, whether it be car batteries, or anything like gunpowder, or if you're incredibly lucky, you can find LEDX or bronze lions and many other things. These stashes are one of the most important and viable ways to get your hands on a lot of different items. Obviously, you're not going to straight up find a blatant Red Rebel in here, but if you combine all of these methods that I just talked about today, you can definitely get one very easily.